the Supersonic Championship. Your opening contest is a six-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Cowboy Pete Carter, Milton Mallow, Isaac Taylor, Pete Posse, and their partner, the fire you can't put out, Oliver!
Welcome to TRL 85. Wonderboy Brian Morris here. I am your sole commentator for the evening, and we are starting it off with what is sure to be an entertaining six-man tag team match.
From Woodbridge, Virginia, at a combined weight of 434 pounds, Drew Blackwood, Tyler Root, they are the Helm, and their partners, Clockwork, Dylan Shaw!
Drew Blackwood and Tyler Root, known as the Helm, teaming up against Clockwork Dylan Shaw. They will take on Pete's Posse, consisting of Milton Mallow, Isaac Taylor, and tonight a bit of an audition for Oliver, a tag team specialist in his own right, but tonight, Pete Carter doing the favor for Oliver, giving him an audition to join one of the most prestigious factions in Monster Factory history, Pete's Posse. As you can see, Pete Carter a little worse for the wear. He suffered some damage last week and the week before at the hands of a Monster Factory legend, Nick Camarado. He's in a bad way tonight. And you have to believe part of the game plan, the advantage of that extra man on the outside, the advantage that Pete Carter is so consistently taken advantage of, distracting referees, distracting opponents. That might be out of the question tonight, considering his condition. But here we go, Oliver and Dylan Shaw starting this one. Our lovely ring announcer, Metz Donato, announcing our main event for later tonight. An open challenge for the Supersonic Championship. David Goldie defending against whoever answers his open challenge. Championship match on a Friday night here at the Monster Factory, TRL 85. And again, starting it off, Oliver and Dylan Shaw in the ring, trying to get the better of each other. Ooh, big back elbow from Oliver. Hasn't broken the grip yet, and there it is. Wrist lock applied by Oliver. A thumbs up from Milton Mallow, and Dylan Shaw quick to reverse. Tag in to Drew Blackwood from the Helm, and Oliver wants nothing to do with him. Arm drag from Blackwood, and Isaac Taylor's in trouble right away. Tag into Tyler Root. These two have been teaming for quite some time. Ooh! Just hammer fist on Isaac Taylor, who's trapped in the corner. Impressive physiques from both of these men. Whip into a sidewalk slam, and that could be it early for the Posse. No, a kick out from Taylor. Body slam from Tyler Root, and Milton Mallow enters this match unceremoniously. Dylan Shaw tagged back in, and now two guys who, as far as I'm concerned, have never teamed together before, looking like old friends. A wrist lock and a double axe handle off the second rope from Dylan Shaw. Milton Mallow is now in trouble. Oh, throws a wild clothesline. Oh, Pete Carter may have gotten that cane to the back of Dylan Shaw, and Milton Mallow has taken advantage. That's exactly what happened. Oliver distracting the ref on the outside. I believe Isaac Taylor said some words to the ref inside, and neither saw the interference. Brilliant move by Carter. Big clothesline from Malo, and Oliver right back in. These three are tag team specialists, although they haven't teamed together. Milton Malo and Isaac Taylor obviously very accustomed to teaming with one another. Oliver has been in a few different tag teams. He knows all about using the numbers game to his advantage, and now some choking on the bottom rope, and the referee on the outside catching Milton Malo. Big suplex from Oliver as the referee inside leads with Tyler Root and Drew Blackwood to stay in their corner. A lively crowd here in Paulsboro for Total Rasslin Live, episode 85. Isaac Taylor back into the ring. They have completely cut the ring in half for Dylan Shaw, who's now made his way to a neutral corner, but still so far away from his partners. The Helm, made up of Drew Blackwood and Tyler Root. But it's all about Isaac Taylor right now. IT, the it factor, with a neck breaker in the middle of the ring. That could be it 3.5 minutes into this one. A kick out from Shaw. Barely got the shoulder up. The Helm trying to get this crowd into it. First time we're seeing them in a Monster Factory ring, and they are loving it right now, trying to get this crowd in the corner of Dylan Shaw. But Dylan Shaw is literally in the corner of Pete's posse, and it doesn't look like he's getting out of there anytime soon. Milton Malo, a European uppercut, maybe a Mexican uppercut. Shoulder thrust to Dylan Shaw. He is in a bad way right now, and he really hasn't even been close to getting any help from his partners. Malo whipping Shaw off the rope. Big back elbow from Malo. You can see Blackwood over there. Oh, and Tyler Root coming in and breaking up the pin. An illegal maneuver, but there's got to be some leeway from the referee after all the dastardly tricks that the posse's pulled so far in this match. Shaw continuing. Oh, he's near the corner now, just out of arm's reach. Another whip from Malo. This time Dylan ducks the clothesline, ducks the back elbow. Double clothesline, and both competitors are down. And Shaw is just feet away from making the tag and perhaps swinging this match, turning it upside down for Pete's posse. Both competitors getting their bearings. Who will make the tag first? They'll have the advantage. It's Malo making the tag, but there's the tag to Tyler Root, and Tyler Root. Clothesline to Oliver, clothesline to Taylor, another for each. Forearm to Malo. Tyler Root is rolling. Belly to belly suplex to Oliver. Another belly-to-belly to Isaac Taylor. Tyler Root is rolling right now. Isaac Taylor is in a bad way. Fireman's carry from Tyler Root. Big fireman's carry drop in the center of the ring, and Malo just breaks up the pin. Blackwood's got something to say about that, and he disposes of Malo right away, right in front of us, and right in front of Pete Carter. The tag to Drew Blackwood. Isaac Taylor isolated in the middle of the ring. And Oliver comes in and just blasts Blackwood. I don't believe Oliver is legal, but he has to save the match some way. DDT from Dylan Shaw. And it has broken down here in the opening contest of Total Rasslin Live 85. I assume the legal men are Isaac Taylor and Drew Blackwood, who are in the near corner to me right now. Both referees are occupied. Blackwood fighting out of the corner. It is mayhem over here. Ooh! Oh, wait a minute! Isaac Taylor just hit Drew Blackwood, I believe. Wait a second! That couldn't have been just a punch.
The team of Oliver
not sure if the camera's getting this vantage point, but Pete Carter in his hand has a metal flask. And I believe Isaac Taylor used it to pick up the win. That's illegal on so many levels.
There was something that definitely flew out of the hand of Isaac Taylor, but I'm not exactly sure what there, Brian Morris.
It was a metal flask, Faran. Nice of you to join me. Isaac Taylor using a metal flask to get the win and to get the pinfall over Drew Blackwood. And Pete's posse are winners for, it seems like, the first time in forever.
It has been an interesting and tumultuous trek for the members of Pete's posse, that is for sure.
Least. Hell of a hangover Drew Blackwood's going to have tomorrow. It's a bit of a pun.
Certainly. No, I did pick up on that.
Man, mayhem in our first match.
Most certainly. It would have been here a little sooner, but had some occupational obligations. But now in the fold here for Ron Burgundy.
The contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Coatesville, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 160 pounds, he is Ben the Bean!
The pride of Coatesville, Pennsylvania, Ben the Bean. He informed me that he's had some notable opponents, particularly in the last few months. Some of the top names on the independent circuit. Making his debut at the Monster Factory.
The first that I've certainly seen of Ben the Bean. Certainly looks impressive at first go here.
Oh my.
From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 285 pounds, Nick Camarado!
Speaking of impressive, Nick Camarado. Ron, you know all too well about Nick Camarado, a Monster Factory legend in his own right, and he's wearing the green and black, repping his school tonight.
Oh, most certainly. Former Monster Factory champion, former four-time tag team champion as well. And returning to the factory a couple of weeks ago at TRL 83 for the first time since Turkey Slam 2018.
How about that?
And was eminently impressive against all three members of Pete's posse in a 3-on-1 handicap match.
That was just a tune-up for Pete's posse. If without that match, Faran, they would not have won tonight. Bit of adversity 2 weeks ago. Train them for this moment tonight.
Certainly able to overcome it here as the bell sounds. And
yeah, that's what I would do.
Yep. Ben the Bean opting to roll to the outside, utilizing some of that speed.
Might be the only advantage Ben the Bean has in this match. No disrespect to Ben the Bean, but I mean, just looking at these two, knowing the history of Nick Camarado.
Giving a bit of the gun show here to the crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, impressive, but Nick Camarado is on a different level, to say the least.
Absolutely. Ben the Bean in great shape. We're not taking anything away from him.
Not to impugn the strength or ability at all of Ben the Bean.
Oh, boy.
And now the line being drawn here from Nick Camarado, and
he crossed it for him.
Collar and elbow tie up.
Or did he yet? I don't think Camarado's going to let him.
One-arm shove away.
I've unfortunately been in this situation a few times where I've had an opponent that's much stronger than me, much bigger than me. None the likes of Nick Camarado, of course, but it is disheartening, and it messes with your mental for sure, right from the outset.
Oh, it absolutely does here. Waist lock now from Ben the Bean, and
might not be having much of an effect. Okay. I mean, this is...
A hip thrust allows
there you
for
go.
separation. Now trying to go for a single leg takedown, but like the lyrics go, you got to get up to get down, and can't seem to get the leg up here is Ben the Bean.
Camarado almost just having fun with Ben the Bean here. Oh. Shot from Ben the Bean. Oh, no. I can see where this is going. Oh, boy. And this bloodthirsty Monster Factory crowd, you give them one chop like that, that's all they're going to want to see for the rest of the night.
Bloodthirsty is an understatement.
Oh!
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's my face right now, just hearing that. Camarado in complete control. Right as I say that, Ben the Bean, going back to what got him here, Ferran. The basics. Fundamentals.
Standing side headlock.
I'll take down anybody.
Would you believe almost anybody?
Oh, boy. He's not even using the hand, Ferran. This is crazy. Oh, and just by the headband. All right, that's illegal. Oof. And the Bean almost deposited outside the ring. Oh!
Be careful with that. I believe that's a Philly Fanatic headband.
Ah, didn't notice that. Oh my goodness. Just dragging Ben the Bean around like a rag doll. By his hair, by his arms, by his head. Oh, and a big Beal.
Well, Ben the Bean, I think, was looking to put on the brakes initially. Perhaps no one was coming, but not able to fight it off the second time.
This has just been 3 minutes and 40 seconds of domination from Camarado and another big Beal.
The crowd looking for Camarado to put the finishing touches here on Ben the Bean.
Just finish him
Up
off,
on the
Camarado.
shoulders, but nope, the Bean is not cooked yet as he tries to get to the outside, but doesn't get very far.
Trying to use that only advantage that he might have, the quickness advantage. And this ref trying to get in between them here. Oh, whoa! That ref just got hit inadvertently in a low blow from Ben the Bean. And that is a great equalizer. Oh!
Right to the head as well.
A heel driven right to the face. That might have been it if the referee was not knocked away from the yes.
The Freak Beast just kind of biding his time there, and the diving splash.
Oh, big senton. Whatever works, I guess. Oh. It's a cover.
Now the cover here. Ref still trying to shake off the cobwebs, and about a 1.5 there. Ben the Bean, you could imagine a little disoriented after the beating given earlier in the match here from the Freak Beast, Nick Camarado.
Never thought I'd say this, but the crowd trying to get on Nick Camarado's side to try to get him back into this match, Ferran. Ooh. Splash trying this bulldog perhaps again. No, it's not going to work.
Just launched out of the corner. And now set up here for an enormous slam.
Looks like a suplex, almost a body slam. There's a more traditional body slam. And Camarado is feeling it now.
Charging in. Splash in the corner, 280 pounds, and power slammed down. Oh, perhaps setting up for that Alabama slam.
Yeah.
And that is more than enough for the victory.
And your winner, Nick Camarado!
Ben the Bean trying to utilize every advantage possible, but ultimately it wasn't enough to handle just the sheer strength and mass that is the Freak Beast Nick Camarado.
You mentioned it earlier, 3 men weren't enough 2 weeks ago, and Ben the Bean suffers similar fate. I mean, he is in all sorts of trouble as he's helped out of the ring here. Certainly an interesting start to TRL 85. 6-man tag team match that was for sure exciting, and then just a beatdown at the hands of Nick Camarado.
Please welcome to the ring, the Heat Seeker, Chris Desmond!
Someone with whom you have at least a little bit of familiarity.
Oh yeah, a lot of familiarity with Chris Desmond, the #1 contender for the Monster Factory Championship.
And Because We Can, coming up on Saturday, June 7th, 2 p.m. Eastern Bell Time, he'll be challenging Monster Factory champion Luke DeSangro. I'm sure he has a few things to say about that. Let's go to Chris Desmond in the ring.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, that's it? Oh, no. Oh, I guess I gotta earn that. That's fine. So, if you can't tell, I came out here looking for a fight. But unfortunately, it seems like your Monster Factory champion, Lucas DeSangro, is not here. I know. Probably. So, it's funny. The last couple months, people have kept asking me, how does it feel to lose the Monster Factory Championship? And quite frankly, it sucks. Because when you look at the circumstances, me and Travis Jacobs were having one hell of a fight. And then Lucas DeSangro decided to stick his nose in our business. Not just once, but twice. And then, I guess that earns you a championship opportunity somehow. And here we are, weeks before June 7th, with Lucas DeSangro as your Monster Factory champion. And quite frankly, Paulsboro, I think you deserve better. And come June 7th, you're going to get better. Because I promise you, I'm going to be your next Monster Factory champion. However,
That's the music of Fast Track Ezra Coleman.
Wow.
this mic on, this mic's on. Ladies and gentlemen, people of Paulsboro, New Jersey, it's time to get on the fast track. If I may. Don't be shy, come on. Don't be shy. Come on. You see, Chris Desmond, you talked about how you want to fight. I came here looking for an opportunity. And right now, I'm looking at an opportunity, and you are looking at a fight. Dinner. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm not exactly in my wrestling attire, but if it's a fight you're looking for, let's get a referee down here, huh?
Ezra Coleman, certainly somebody who's been answering various challenges in recent times here. Of course, at Evolution of Champions, falling short to Liam Black, challenging for the middleweight medallion in a middleweight medallion open challenge. And the night prior at TRL 82, answered Jake Manley's challenge for a beat the clock challenge match, and was able to endure the over 2 minutes to cause Jake Manley to not be victorious in that regard.
Had a great match against Nick Petit 2 weeks ago too, and I think that might be the key word for on match. Chris Desmond didn't come out here looking to wrestle. He came out for a fight. That's the first thing he said. And you see the taped wrists, maybe the unorthodox attire that he's wearing. He was trying to fight Lucas Twitch DeSangro, not wait for June 7th. And Ezra Coleman, I guess, answered a challenger request. This won't be a wrestling match. This is going to be a fight as far as the #1 contenders is concerned.
Huge shoulder tackle there, as you, again, appreciate the gumption of Ezra Coleman here, but Chris Desmond certainly seems to be on a mission, looking to challenge for and potentially regain that Monster Factory Championship coming up on Saturday, June 7th, because we can.
It's a fine line between appreciating a competitor taking an opportunity, but this might be frankly, a stupid decision by Ezra Coleman. I mean, I wouldn't mess with Chris after the mood that he's been in backstage. You've seen him, Faran, after the happenings that have occurred in the last month or so. Ezra Coleman keeping the pace with the former Monster Factory champion initially here.
Jeez. Arm drag and another one here.
Just muscling the former champion over. And Coleman has a bit of momentum.
Bandered over the top, almost to the outside here. Gets a forearm now going to the second rope, all the way to the top. Cross body block.
I never thought I'd say this, but the former champion, Chris Desmond, is in trouble tonight.
Well, you're looking for a fight. You never know who's going to make their way through the curtain here, so it's kind of hard to prepare. And perhaps only now is Desmond able to kind of regain his composure after that initial flurry here, as a suplex, a lateral press, and a 2 count.
Probably the last person Desmond was expecting to face off against today is Ezra Coleman. So in that aspect, Ezra might have had an advantage coming into this, but as you said, Chris has his bearings now, and he is going to take it to this rookie.
Yep, only having debuted a few weeks ago, actually a couple of months ago at this point, at TRL 78.
Oh boy, here we go. Fortunately, I have not been on the receiving end of this, but I have talked to opponents that have been, and it is not pleasant. This is the first time Coleman's feeling offense from this former champion. Big leg drop to finish it off.
Finishes off the roadkill, but it doesn't finish the match, as Ezra Coleman able to kick out at 2.
Is that what he calls that, the roadkill?
Roadkill, yep.
That's fitting, because Ezra Coleman's the fast track. He's got a road on his tights there. Huh.
Sometimes life's little ironies just kind of work themselves out there,
You're exactly right.
And now, well, not even going for a cover here, just a headlock here, trying to secure Ezra Coleman down, trying to roll over into a pinning combination, but can't quite muscle over and out. The 4th time is the charm, but a 2 count there, says the referee. And now back to a vertical base here. Elbow to the midsection, but only leads to a forearm to the back, as the Heat Seeker maintains control.
Don't want to trade strikes with the Heat Seeker. Oh, look at the athleticism from Coleman, and a
roll up here, too.
Oh my goodness, what an upset that would have been.
Most certainly would have here. Vicious clothesline from the Heat Seeker. Hooks the leg, too. Not enough, though, to put Ezra Coleman down. This kid has a lot of fight to him.
He came to play tonight. Desmond
certainly doesn't back down from a challenge, and proving that here once again tonight.
And he just gave Desmond another reason to be frustrated over these last few weeks. Showed his frustration last week.
Pointing to the corner for a moment there.
Think about putting Coleman up there for a devastating move of some sort. Jeez.
A flurry of forearms causes the whip to be reversed, and now
How
a
about
sunset
that?
flip, a slight aloha
no.
before stepping out.
Look at Desmond just crashing. He's been in that situation before. He knows every
Butterfly
counter.
neck breaker.
Crowd wants the former champ to fly, and that's exactly what he's going to do. That's why he was pointing up there.
Looking perhaps for spiral tap.
Right in
Going
front
up to
of
the
us,
second,
bro.
all the way to the top.
Why not? Oh, no!
Perhaps going for a splash instead, but caught Coleman rolling out of the way.
Big back elbow right in front of us. You can hear that at home. 2 boots to the face as well. Jeez.
And now Coleman with a clothesline.
Coleman is rolling.
Inverted atomic drop.
Jeez.
And a drop kick to follow. Rolls back through.
Desmond
You want to
is
stay
rocked.
on him here, Coleman. You don't want to give Chris Desmond that much time to recoup.
Sometimes when you expend that much energy just to get the former champion in that corner, you need some time to recoup yourself.
That is fair as a bulldog here floats over, hooks the leg, 2, and left shoulder up.
That hesitation might have cost him, though, Ferran, as you said. And really pounding this man.
I mean, there is something to be said for youth and vigor, but that can lead to decisions from inexperience, and
Don't I
that
know.
certainly could have been one of them there.
For a stomp on the former champ and
Right into the heat
seeker.
seeker.
Oh, my goodness.
Had no idea it was coming,
Yikes.
and had no idea there was a 3 count.
Chris Desmond!
Was charging in, but immediately got hit by the heat seeker. Had no idea it was coming, was blindsided.
Saw Chris Desmond win the Battle Royal last week to become #1 contender. Lucas Twitch to Sanger went to congratulate him, ran into the ring, and ran into a heat seeker of his own. Maybe a bit of a preview of June 7th as far as Chris is concerned.
And the heat seeker, a little pat on the head, an acknowledgement, you did good, kid, but tonight I was better.
Lively crowd in Paulsboro tonight, Ferran.
Most certainly, and for Ezra Coleman, still looking for his first solo victory here at the Monster Factory. But now to Metz for our next match.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, from the world famous Monster Factory.
Oh, no.
At 225 pounds, Ryan Murphy.
He had a little stank on that throw.
Oh my God, that hasn't happened in so long. I was not prepared for that.
I knew it was coming. Thankfully, it was thrown with the velocity of Rick Wild Thing Vaughn, high and outside, at least
And his
before the
opponent,
glasses.
Oh, wow.
from Allentown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 200 pounds, Guarantee Mike C.
Another surprise on TRL, Mike Z and Brian Murphy. You know, I strongly dislike both of these guys, but this has all the makings of a great match on a Friday night.
Oh, it certainly does, and I'm just looking to see here. I believe this is the second one-on-one matchup between the two. As Murphy had actually gotten the victory over Mike Z way back in TRL 24.
Oh my goodness.
You have to go back over a year, actually about 15 and a half, almost 16 months ago. But a lot has changed since then.
Not too much. I assume Brian Murphy won via a roll-up for Ron. I have to go back and check that.
I can certainly go to the notes on that here.
Brian Murphy reversing a headlock early, and he's all about the enthusiasm. Been in the ring with both of these guys not too long ago. Obviously defeated Brian Murphy at our last big event here. Defeated Mike Z as part of a gauntlet match not too far before that. So I am very familiar with both these competitors. And as I said, this should be a great one-on-one contest.
They most certainly should, and thank you for giving me time to look in the archives. And yep, it was a schoolboy roll-up.
See?
As Mike Z had tripped over his guarantee back in early February of last year.
Ooh, going for that shoulder tackle again. Just a leg sweep, and Mike having some difficulty to get out of that. Uh-oh. Bit of a compromising position here. I don't think Murphy's sure where he went. Oh. Chinlock
like the squirrel in Christmas Vacation.
Murphy coming off a loss last week in a tag team match against Notorious Mimi and Travis Jacobs. And Mike Z looking for some sort of momentum before June 7th. Oh boy. Oh no. Airplane spin applied from Murphy, and this could be a long one. This could be a while before Mike Z's feet touch the ground. Oh, look at that. 10 rotations from Murphy, and both competitors are dizzy.
Just a little bit, but single leg takedown here, and
oh no.
Submarine spin.
I don't think he's right to do that right now. Oh, he's resorting to tying Mike up in a pretzel here. Oh no. And this is
Mike Z in a very prone position.
I might need to implement this in my moveset. This is extremely effective. What? Oh, is he about to get a foreign object from the crowd for Ron? Oh no!
It's his roll up.
Oh, it's a roll up again. I have felt the wrath of the roll ups firsthand. What? What's going on here? What?
I have no idea what Murphy's doing.
I have no idea
here.
either. Oh, it fell off his back. Oh, a kick anyway. And that's untied.
The roll-up
guarantee.
slid down, but it didn't stop the
oh my gosh.
punt kick from going away here.
What the heck are we watching? Unprettier. Got it hooked. No, Mike Z counter. Oh, with a big back suplex. Yeah, that'll slow things down.
Lateral
wasn't
press.
slow enough already. Ooh.
But a 1 count there.
Murphy had the roll-up in his hand, the very roll-up that gives him superhuman strength and powers. Inexplicable at times. And he didn't use it for Ron.
Perhaps he wasn't depleted enough to fully benefit from it.
Okay. Oh.
But I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of the senseless here.
You're exactly right. And Murphy just swinging wildly at Z, and he was able to get out of the way 3 times. Took his back on the 4th. Olympic slam!
Olympic slam. Down he goes.
Kick out from Murphy. The fans want to see the guarantee.
Oh, they're thinking that it's time,
boy.
and is it?
Oh, boy.
You heard it. Getting Getting a bit of momentum here. There's the handspring. Caught, though, by Murphy.
Murphy catching Mike in his trunks, reaching into these trunks. What the heck? Oh. He's got him in a chin lock, and he's got the roll-up in his hand.
We thought that the roll-up might have rolled
What
up
on
into
earth?
the
Oh, my
heights of
God.
Z.
A pump handle and the roll-up is in Murphy's hands. Oh, no. And Mike Z is in trouble, Farhan. Please.
Back elbow. And another. Murphy, a house of fire after enjoying that roll-up treat.
Big headbutt. Oh, no. Here we go. Here we go.
For those who don't know, now you know.
Great view of it here. Oh, no. Z rolls out of the way. Look out, Farhan!
There's the Mike Z guarantee. Hooks the leg and gets the win.
And your winner, Guarantee Mike Z.
Mike Z just pulled out a roll-up from his trunks, maybe trying to one-up Murphy. Oh, what the heck?
I mean, at least it was wrapped, but hey, little post-victory celebratory imbibement, I suppose.
Gonna help him up after all that?
Helped him up, but only
Murphy doesn't
momentarily.
know where he is.
It's like a guaranteed knockout on the part
What
of
on
Ryan
earth
Murphy.
is going on tonight? Seen just about everything. Wow.
The only thing that's for sure sometimes is that nothing's for sure, but that's what makes it so exciting here at TRL and here at the Monster Factory.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Broad Street, Philadelphia, the team of Jake Manley and Your Guilty Pleasure and middleweight medallion holder, Liam Black. They are the Broad Street Bullies!
The Guilty Pleasure and the holder of the middleweight medallion. Liam Black, along with his partner Jake Manley, coming off a win last week on TRL. But Farhan, these two have not exactly been on the same page as of late. Some miscommunication recently in their tag
And
team
their opponents.
matches. I guess I'll tell you more about that in a second.
The team of Sebastian Valentino and unkillable Mark Rasslin Jr. There are high fashion!
Valentino and Raspa, high fashion versus Black and Manley, the Bullies here tonight on TRL. But as I was saying, the Bullies really haven't been the same.
We're bringing it back to one night only. You need to take good care of this for me, you understand? Ryan? Watch it.
I got you. Liam Black over here putting his beloved middleweight medallion just in front of us. And you
What
can
does he
see
think I'm going to do with it?
Hey, Farhan, you never know. These two not on the same page as of late. I mean, ever since Jake Manley got his hair cut, head shaved, I should say, at the hands of Brian Murphy, the mental state of Manley has been subpar, to say the least.
So these turned up to 11.
Oh, yeah. Manley just taking out this aggression, this pent-up aggression on Sebastian Valentino early on. Whoa, snap there out of nowhere. Valentino off the first rope. Springboard drop kick. Look out.
Looking fantastic in the early going here, as always the case with high fashion, but Liam Black has recently tried to sow little seeds of dissent ahead of the middleweight medallion match. Liam Black defending against both members of high fashion in a triple threat match coming up at Because We Can.
That's exactly right. Both of these teams could use a win and some good communication.
Communication certainly important to any partnership, and Raspa certainly fired up here.
You know, Ferran, a lot of people have said, not going to name any names, but a lot of people have said Mark Raspa cost Sebastian Valentino the middleweight medallion. Or excuse me, the other way around. Sebastian cost Mark Raspa the middleweight medallion. A longtime holder of it in that match with Liam Black, some miscommunication, some inadvertent contact with his tag team partner may have cost him the match. Again, not naming any names. Some people are saying that, though.
Some people, yeah,
Yes.
unconfirmed sources, right?
Exactly.
Well, that's a confirmed drop kick there to Raspa that garners a 2, and Sebastian Valentino looking to make the save there, and that may be something that comes into play in that triple threat match.
Was eager to make the save tonight. Let's see about June 7th.
I mean, this is interesting for the tandem of the Broad Street Bullies.
Yeah.
This is the, oh goodness. This is the first time that they have teamed together proper since challenging for the tag titles back at Monsters Are Real.
That's right.
Almost 4 months ago. So maybe a little bit of, I was gonna say maybe a little bit of rust not having tagged together for so long, kind of pursuing their own individual goals, but so far looking like they haven't really lost a beat.
When you team with somebody for so long, sometimes it doesn't matter how much time off you have. I mean, I'm sure if Nick Batty and I could resolve our issues with a snap of a finger, maybe Chris Desmond and I could resolve our issues in some way, I'm sure we'd be a very formidable team if we decided to team up or were forced to in some situation. That's not going to happen anytime soon. But I'm
But
sure
at least
that
the thought is there.
Exact,
It's the
yes.
thought that counts.
Yes.
Is Raspa just a fingertip away from tagging in Valentino, but Liam Black
And there's
pulling
that
away,
tag.
but there's the tag.
Move through from Valentino. Back kick to the stomach of Manley and a face buster. Oh, jeez.
Sebastian Valentino, a house of fire here.
Oh, wait a second. Looking for that tag team finisher, that Michinoku driver with that drop kick. Manley was able to slip out just in time, and Valentino caught Raspa with a drop kick. Oh, and the same fate to the Bullies. A springboard forearm hits Manley inadvertently, I'd assume, Ferran. Oh,
A multitude of miscommunication here between both teams.
look out, Valentino flying all the way
Wheelbarrow.
around.
Rolled through to a victory roll, but now set up here from the top.
Oh, no!
Cross body block. Liam Black moves out of the way.
What the heck is going on? This tag team match has turned into mayhem. Raspa somehow trying to find the upper hand.
Looking to get the smoke, but
Oh,
rolling out of the way, and now
no!
a clothesline. And
Oh my God!
Manley flattens Liam Black.
Get on the same page! Are you kidding me? I said I'm trying to win a match! That's the way I see it! Come on!
Manley saying it better than we could.
Now, both teams with respective pep talks here, and now just
And
going
that's
right
breaking-
back
now it's
at
breaking
it.
down.
Drop kick there from
Valentino,
Valentino. Sends Liam Black to the outside. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Into the corner goes Manley. There's the knees.
Look out. Valentino so dangerous up there. Oh, the strength of Manley caught him. Fireman's carry position. Oh, and a rolling Death Valley driver.
The 2-1 drive.
Goodness gracious. Oh, and now look who wants to tag. Now look who wants to work together. The middleweight medallion holder himself.
Looking for the 4-1 elbow. The second half of the penalty kill, the cover, and the win.
Wow.
And your winners, Jake Manley, Liam the Broad Street Bully.
Sometimes it only takes 3 seconds of good teamwork to win a match. That's exactly what happened right there.
Manley's still a little bit upset, giving out a little bit here as Liam Black, meanwhile, grabbing that middleweight medallion here from the commentator's table and doing a little bit of grandstanding and hot dogging.
Tandem finishing maneuvers from Black and Manley, and then Manley was able to prevent Raspa from breaking up the pin, and despite the miscommunications, Raspa taking care of his partner here and carrying Valentino out of the ring. But neither of them can be too happy with how the end of that match happened, Ferran. They're going to go back and watch that and hopefully have a conversation to get on the same page before June 7th.
I'm sure they'll definitely have a chat about it, to be sure.
We're expecting a main event where the Supersonic Championship will be defended in an open challenge, but it looks like before that happens, the Body Snatchers have something to say.
A team with whom you're very familiar.
Oh, unfortunately.
What are you using me as a shield for? What are you doing?
Oh, there's no reason, Ferran. I mean,
They snatched you up once, left you somewhere in the middle of Delaware.
I'm trying to forget that.
It's been a really long time since I did this. My name's Marvelous. This right here, this is the God of Dadbot. That's Mini Mart. Together, we are the 2-time Monster Factory Tag Team Champions, the Body Snatchers. And a couple of months ago, we had an opportunity to become 3-time tag team champions. But we got taken out. Most importantly, you got taken out. And we got replaced by Getty and Max. They went on to win the tag team titles. And ever since then, this place has just been miserable. And not only miserable, but living hell. But not to fear, because now the Body Snatchers are now the #1 contenders for the tag team champions. And we're back, and we're going to make sure it comes rightfully back to us. But Sam, God of Dadbot, DK Lewis, whatever you want to call him, you were gone for 2 months. Tell them how you feel. Talk to him, D.
We're going to hear from the God of Dadbod.
You want to know how I feel? I feel angry. I feel disappointed. I feel like I'm owed something. I feel like I'm owed the lives of 2 jerks. They took 2 months of my life away from here. They took me away from my best friend, Marvelous. And they took me away from all of you.
Good God.
Well, ask and ye shall receive. Here come the messengers of misery, Getty Cahoon and Max Sterling.
You know, Getty, it is so disappointing and dangerous when you hear people spreading misinformation, spreading lies and falsehoods.
Are you done? Only I can turn it off, stupid. What do you think this is? Right on. Now, Max, that's exactly what I was going to say. People come out here and they spread falsehoods. They spread misinformation. They spread lies. We're living in dangerous, dangerous times right now. People can just lie about where they were, what two people did, who two people might have hurt or not hurt. And see, what you two just did just now is completely emblematic of all the problems that we have with the current Monster Factory. You two are just a couple of jokes, just like everybody else that has come out here. Can you sit down, please? Are you 40 or 14? What are you wearing? You're wearing mom jeans.
Marvelous. I remember once upon a time you were part of the Classy Collective. You were supposed to be one of the rising stars here. And what did you do? You attached yourself to this round clown of Bozo Town.
And that's a perfect way to put it, because what I'm looking at right now, it's just a couple of bozos. This isn't a tag team. This is a freak show. It's the world's fattest wrestler. And this guy right here, I know this. You guys think he's like 25. He's like 40. He's not some young star. This is a joke. It's a joke. And you know what the two of you really need to understand? You really need to know that you need to be careful when you run your mouths. Because when you run your mouths, eventually, sometimes you have to answer for it.
It can be dangerous. It can be dangerous to say things you shouldn't say. One day you're gonna have to answer. You're gonna have to answer. Oh, you wanna go now? Yeah? Is that what you think? Is that what you think?
Oh, wait.
Is that really what you want? That's really what you want, huh?
Papa Juice about to swing a chair, but there's Stevie Brooks and Christian Darling. If it's complicated.
You have our attention.
Next time, gentlemen.
Can you make sense of what just happened?
Well, it seemed like a game of one-upsmanship as the Messengers of Misery had a trap deployed in Papa Juice, who seems to be in some sort of cohesion with them, but it's complicated. Seemed to be ready for that trap and diffused it before it went off.
Oh.
At least that's the best sense I can make out of it.
I mean, Papa Juice out here showing his true colors. Speaking of colors, how about the hair of God of Dad Bod there?
That was a variety of colors. That was a nice stark contrast.
Getty Cahoon called him a clown, and I'm not gonna disagree that he looks like one. Don't tell him I said that though. It's between you and me.
I do like the contrasting colors. It looks like a pack of nerds or something like that. There's a what bar for you.
Pack of nerds. I'm gonna say that to him. Think he'll take that as a compliment, or?
I was just comparing it to a candy bar. Okay. You know.
Yeah.
Remember to get your tickets for June 7th at 2 p.m. for Because We Can! The matches announced include the Messengers of Misery defending the Tag Team Championships against the Body Snatchers. A triple threat for the middleweight medallion with Sebastian Valentino, Mark Raspa Jr., and Liam Black. And your main event will be Luke DeSangro defending the Monster Factory Championship against Chris Desmond.
All that and still more to come. We are just 15 days away, if I can do the quick calculation there.
The following is your main event, and it is for the Supersonic Championship.
Supersonic champion David Goldie, having first won that at We've Been Here, beating Christian Darling and joining a select rank of Grand Slam champions here in the Monster Factory.
Give me a break. Talk about Grand Slam champions. Can you imagine how stupid it is to put that title on the line tonight? 15 days before Because We Can? Just gonna leave that out, huh?
Well, here we go, answering the open challenge, the Aztec prize fighter, Sosa.
A very competitive individual in his own right, obviously answering an open challenge from one of the Monster Factory greats. And he almost upset Liam Black for the middleweight medallion a few weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, TRL 83 2 weeks ago.
Just inches away from winning his first championship, and now, 2 weeks later, has another chance to do it.
Introducing to my right, the challenger from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 85 kilos. He is the Aztec prize fighter, Sosa! And to my left, from Marlton, New Jersey, weighing in at 207 pounds, your Supersonic champion, David Goldie!
A lot of people measure the greatness of a champion by the length of their reign, Ferran, and Goldie has a chance to just hold on to that title for 2 more weeks, for 15 more days. But no, he's gonna put it on the line on a Friday night, Total Rasslin' Live, because his ego is so big. He needs to show off in front of everybody. He needs to issue an open challenge for his very prestigious championship that anybody can answer, because he's obsessed. He can't help himself, and I hate it.
Or it could just be that he is a fighting champion to some degree.
Yeah, okay.
Though I will say that this is his first defense thus far, so maybe trying to make up for a little bit of lost time. Feels that he owes it to the fans a little bit, as he wasn't able to defend at our most recent event, Evolution of Champions.
Owe something.
Maybe
to
it's
the
a
fans.
make good.
Owe something to the fans. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that being your mindset? I owe these fans something. They booed him for years, Ferran. They booed him not too long ago. And he owes something to these people. No, these people owe him.
Be that as it may, Goldie trying to get out of this leg scissor here, bridging over and put 1 count there before right back into the headlock takeover.
We've seen a lot of these open challenges on TRL. We've seen a lot of championship matches, a lot of high-profile matches on Friday nights here in Paulsboro. And as far as I can tell, jeez, the champion really hasn't paid for putting a title on the line on TRL. I hope that's the first time we see it tonight. I hope Sosa makes Goldie pay for his massive ego.
There is a first time for a lot of things. Could this be the night? Could Sosa get his first title? Could this be the first open challenge lost on a TRL? We'll find out soon enough. Now a clean break there, at least for a moment, but right back into the headlock, back to the ropes with a lot of force there.
Jeez.
Pace quickening here, leapfrog over, not once but
Look out,
twice.
Sosa.
And a crossbody for the third.
A bit offended Sosa didn't come to me before answering this open challenge. I know Goldie better than anybody. I would have given him a distinct advantage in this match.
The height on that monkey flip.
Chop him. That's great.
Now over the other way to the corner, charging in. Bandera over his Sosa, gets a boot up there, and it's enough to knock Goldie down. Now looking for a slingshot here.
Jeez, big kick with that left foot knocked Goldie down and out.
But Goldie with the wherewithal to
here we
get
go.
off his back and the crowd great on language but not on synchronization is now a forearm to the back here.
Bilingual crowd here in Paulsboro. Sosa looking impressive as he has for the majority of his contests here on TRL. Has the Supersonic champion in trouble. Vertical suplex to the inside. No. Oh, no. Oh, goodness.
Almost sending Sosa to the outside, but still both on the apron in a very dangerous spot. A precarious position, if you will.
Oh, no. Jeez!
Spine first, down onto the apron goes Sosa.
One thing I'll always respect about Goldie, he uses every inch of this ring to his advantage. You find yourself out on the apron, it's most likely not by accident, and you see the back suplex right to the hardest part of the ring, and Sosa's in deep trouble here.
And that soccer-style kick right to the spine, and now one to the front as well. And almost paid the penalty of a 3 count, did Sosa.
Yeah, those kicks, I mean, almost more devastating than they were earlier in his career. Goldie's wearing boots tonight. Usually would wear those kick pads to protect his own shins. No, he's throwing caution to the wind to inflict the most pain necessary on his opponents.
There's always that gamble of risk versus reward as launched into the corner again is Sosa. Trying to get back to some semblance of a vertical base, and while continuing to fight is the Aztec prize fighter with a series of rights here.
Jeez. His fists are taped for a reason.
Yeah, I don't know if going fisticuffs with prize fighter is the best strategy, but
I don't think Goldie had any say in it right there. Another back suplex.
Goldie having a bit of a moment of respite, and now trying to continue to pounce here on Sosa. Supersonic Championship on the line now. Perhaps to lift looked up maybe for a suplex, but Sosa blocking it here. A couple of knees to the midsection. Out. Suplexes Goldie the other way around.
Goodness.
Hangs on.
The strength it takes just to suplex a man like Goldie once. How about 3 from Sosa? No!
Oh, Goldie lands on his feet.
Whoa.
Looking for a backslide.
Oh,
Flips Sosa
no.
over. Knee right to the chin.
Jeez.
Brainbuster. Hooks the leg. And Sosa kicks out.
Single underhook brainbuster. I have felt the effects of that. And I'm not sure I would have been able to kick out with as much punishment as Sosa has absorbed through the first 6.5 minutes here. Impressive, to say the least.
Makes me glad I'm retired. Back body drop.
Jeez. Can speak to this better than everybody, Ferran. I mean, the evolution of Goldie that he's had in his career went from sort of a technician, a high flyer, and now he's just a powerhouse. He's throwing Sosa around this ring. Foot might be under the rope there. Referee not in a position to see that. Oh, look at the knuckles just into the ribs. Oh, referee does see it. Foot under the rope.
Does give the count there and a break from Goldie. Good ring awareness on the part of Sosa.
Oh.
Looking for a back body drop. Sunset flip instead. 2, and
That was close.
just a whisker away from a new Supersonic champion. And now
Sosa.
tilted here into a DDT that
Looked like a
sends
satellite DDT. Not pretty, but he just found a way to drive Goldie's head into the mat, and he's right in front of us, Ferran. He looks out.
trying to shake off the cobwebs. Meanwhile, Sosa set up in position here, back elbow.
Jeez. Swinging wildly. Oh, back suplex of his own.
There wasn't much to that swing by Goldie, so definitely feeling the effects here.
Gonna try it again, perhaps. So the back of the head and neck of Goldie, and Sosa staying up there. No, he comes down.
Perhaps letting discretion be the better part of valor.
I think so.
Was there on the second rope. There's a reason I refer to it as the most dangerous rope.
Oh!
And that's an example right there. That springboard acai moonsault
Oh!
for 2 3/4.
Almost a new Supersonic champion on TRL. Oh my goodness, what a move. I've never seen that before. I've seen a springboard when you're facing the rope that you jump off of, but he went from outside the ring to the other side of the rope. That was crazy.
So much margin for error, especially this far into the match.
What?
And,
Oh no. Oh, kid.
Sosa
you're
on the
not-
corner. I was thinking about going coast to coast, but Goldie, perhaps with the wherewithal, rolls to the ring apron.
Smartest thing Goldie's done today.
Right hand to the midsection of Sosa, a pair of them, and now a forearm. Gets some
Look
separation
out.
and possibly that springboard knee, but Sosa had it
O'Connor.
scouted. O'Connor roll only gets 2.
10 minutes into this match, and every strike so much impactful than the last, and that's the case in point right there.
Got a roundhouse followed by the knee, and
Oh my God.
deadlift German suplex released. No bridge, all impact on that.
Oh no. Oh no. Jeez.
Double springboard elbow, and not enough to put away Sosa.
What is enough to put away Sosa?
That is the question. that Goldie's asking himself right now, and we might be seeing it here, up on the shoulders, looking for that Ushigoroshi. No!
Sosa cleverly hanging on to Goldie's arm, landing on his feet, and meeting him with a super kick and a shotgun drop kick.
And that's the thing with the open challenge. Sosa had time to prepare for Goldie.
Right.
Goldie did not have time to prepare for Sosa.
Oh, gosh. He's across the ring. He's 18 feet away, Ferran. There's no way.
Jeez! And apparently there is a way. And now Sosa looking perhaps to go all the way up for that salute from Sosa.
What else does he have in his moveset, Ferran?
Oh, goes for a swanton instead. I thought we had a new Supersonic champion, but Goldie proved me and probably a lot of other people here wrong.
Sosa was sure as well, and that might have cost him that victory. A very casual cover, almost surprised with himself that he was in this position. And now he's going for one more. That might be what it takes. One more swanton, and we have a new Supersonic champion.
But Goldie stirring here, and a right hand as Sosa perched on the ropes, and now Goldie climbing as well.
Oh no. Oh, I felt this before.
Superplex. Now Goldie with a second win, springboard knee. Hooks the leg and gets the win.
And your winner, and still Supersonic champion, David Goldie!
And that's what it takes to be a champion. It seemed like Goldie just kicked it into another gear right when it was needed. And he proves victorious here. Still your Supersonic champion. That's going to do it for us here tonight on TRL 85. We'll see you next week for TRL 86, 9:10 p.m. Eastern. And of course, Saturday, June 7th, 2 p.m. Eastern for Because We Can. For the Wonder Boy Brian Morris, I'm Ferran Burgundy. Thanks for tuning in here to TRL at the world famous Monster Factory. Good night, everybody.
Probably my fault if they wanna choose. Probably my fault if they let it